Trying to set up a couple of things, the water. Right? Okay. All right, this is the Brotherhood class, I.S.U.P.K, Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge, out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, since 1969. We've been teaching the truth of this Bible. Yahweh is our God, our power. He is the only and absolute power. He's the Most High. Okay, that is his name, the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. And we teach this truth that he commands us to do as we are his priests and prophets. The 12 tribes of Israel. The 12 tribes of Israel, the so-called Negro, the so-called West Indian, the so-called Haitian, the so-called Hispanic, the so-called Latino, the so-called Chicano, the so-called natives, the so-called indigenous, First Nations, specifically of North, Central, and South America. We make up the 12 tribes of Israel. We are scattered abroad and heavily concentrated in this area. All right? Any questions? Questions? Any questions? Of course, we're going to talk about the 4th of July. Okay? And the fireworks that happened on the 4th of July, which was that massacre, that shooting. And we do not glorify any death or people dying. However, we understand biblical prophecy and the spirit that's on this kingdom. Right? The spirit that's in this place. The spirit of murder and death. And for us to celebrate the 4th of July, we are celebrating death. We are commemorating death and violence and atrocity and our enslavement. Okay. So, as we're going to talk about the shooter, Ramyala just brought something out. Y'all got any questions? Go ahead and pop them in the chat. Questions, pop them in. Pop in your questions. Ram just brought out the shooter was a rapper, a disgruntled rapper who hated his father. He's an Edomite. And like all Edomites, they hate their parents. Okay? And their rap is totally different than our rap. Our rap is dear mama, mama, I love you, right or wrong. Okay, they rap is murder daddy, murder mama, chop them up. And that is the spirit of Esau. But where do we go wrong? Where do we come in wrong from yesterday? What was going on with us, Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans yesterday? What were we doing yesterday? After we done seen this, after you see, what's that precept? The Jews want a sign. Can somebody get that for me? The Jews require a sign. The Greeks seek knowledge. And the Jews seek a sign. Okay. Black people always talking about they waiting for a miracle. They want to see something great that's going to make them change their life. Ain't that the gospel music? I know one gospel song back in the day was, "Are you ready? Are you ready for a miracle?" Right or wrong, Karan? If you got it, go ahead and bring it up. You might have it, Karan might have it. The water. Whoever grabs it first, Papa, for sure. But black people always say they're ready for a miracle when they want to see a sign. Signs and wonders, right? They love to see a sign. Have you ever heard somebody say that? I gotta see a sign first, man. How I gotta know it's real? That shooting was where? Highland Park? A suburb of Chicago. What time did that event happen? What time did that shooting take place? What time do you think that shooting took place? 1 o'clock? No, it happened before 1 o'clock. That shooting happened at about 11 a.m. in the morning. That was in the suburbs. Were black people grilling by that time? If you got it, Falcon, just bring it out. Just whoever got it first.
1 Corinthians chapter 1, verse 22. For the Jews require a sign, and the Greeks seek after wisdom.
Right. Okay. Sitting up here wanting to see all types of signs, and something got to give me a sign in order for me to change my life. That shooting happened at 11 a.m. Was black people grilling by that time? Nope. Not at 11 a.m. Was we doing the fireworks at that time? Nope. Nope. So everybody seen it on the news because Sawap sent it to me while I was doing the radio show. He said, Salakia, sir, breaking news. He put it in the chat. Breaking news. I'm going to send it to the email. I told him which I sent it. I.S.U.P.K upstate, send it to that Gmail. Sent it, boom, shooting. I said, that was about 12:30 when he said that to me. So I'm like, damn. That should have been sign enough, right? Correct? Wouldn't that make people go, ooh, maybe celebrating the 4th of July, maybe it ain't right. Maybe it ain't right. General Muhammad said to the nutcase that called in on the phone, talking about herbs and the medicines. General Muhammad said, there must not be enough deaths for you to talk about something more important. That was Thursday. Right. Why? We sit around acting like we really want to sign. We really want to sign. Black people are slaves and they have the slave mentality. What do I mean when I say that? Why would I say that, speaking of the 4th of July?
It's like because during the time we were still in chains and shackles. So like the history, just we know that alone. It ain't got nothing to do with it. If it was truly, you know what I'm saying, the freedom of America, then we should have been like, yo, let this land go too.
What do people say? You write that one.
They talk about how we American, how we all one people, how we humans too.
Black people say that? Or do black people say, man, the cop shot another brother? Do black people say that? Police brutality. Hands up, don't shoot. The 4th of July come around. What do they say as to why they keep the 4th of July? Go ahead, Falcon.
So, I mean, they're talking about, like, you know, the one time in which that they were able to, they say it as if we got our freedom, you know what I'm saying, from Britain. It ain't had nothing to do with us. We were still chains and shackles. We talk about having good barbecue and cookouts.
Why do people say
time with family, of course?
Okay, so all right, you saying it now, right?
We talk about all that stuff about coming together, enjoying one another, of course, having a good time. But all the time, you know, just fighting and arguing.
I said this, that one. And somebody said to me, I just want to see the fireworks. I just like fireworks. Is there something wrong with me liking fireworks? You know what my response was? Because they said, man, it's just a day because we can't do no fireworks. They'll lock us up if we do fireworks any other time. I said, you're lying. Because black people, for the entire month of July and August, all summer long, 4th of July is the kickoff. All you're going to hear for the next 60 days is boom, boom, am I right? Boom. That's all you're going to hear. Because we are children. So that was a lie. Oh, but you don't get arrested on the 4th of July. That's another lie. You don't get arrested on the 4th of July. You still get arrested on the 4th of July. Make sure they lock you up on. A lot of people get arrested on the 4th of July intentionally. They go out and hunt on the 4th of July. I said, for the past 2 Passovers, we've had fireworks at the Texas and in Florida. Where was you at? That's what I said to the person that said that. You like fireworks so much. Did you know we had them? Oh, y'all did? see black people be like, we're going to have fireworks. At the Passover, we do it. Why do they do it on the 4th of July? Bring about more of the slave mentality. Go ahead, Taiwan. You talking about the slave mentality.
Yeah. It's like it. We wait for Esau to tell us what to do.
Yeah.
We wait for them to say that, we can go out and come together and be with our family. We wait for them to tell us, when we can take our vacations and everything else.
And that is the mentality of a slave. Because during slavery, we were told when to eat, when to sleep, where to live, what to wear, how to talk. You couldn't read. So you can't read, but you can on Sunday. You can worship Jesus on Sunday. I'll give you a day off. But you have to worship the same Jesus I worship. The Jesus that looks like me. Right? You have to celebrate. You'll get the 4th of July off on the plantation. But that's the day you have off to celebrate. And celebrate the 4th of July. My independence. My freedom, my liberty. Christmas, Thanksgiving. We are still enslaved because it's 2022. And we don't go, why do white men tell me when I can celebrate? I should just go against it because he's telling me when to do it. Is that right or wrong, Karan? When you feel like, damn, this person telling me when I'm supposed to barbecue? My cousin got so mad yesterday. Because all year long, I haven't seen him grilling. I walked to his backyard. He said, yo, I'm in the back. I go in the back. He got the grill out. The 4th of July. Nah, I don't want no food. My children don't want no food. Man, I ain't doing it for the 4th of July. I'm just doing it. That's what he said. He said, so if I do it on July 3rd or July 5th, then would you eat? I said, nah, I don't want to eat now. I don't want to eat. I don't want to eat your food. But he got so mad because he got caught up in it. You feel what I'm saying? And I'm like, well, why do it now? The neighbor, a little girl, come next door. She said, Mister, you grilling? She got the red, white, and blue on. She got the pigtails, the ponytails, tied up with the red, white, and blue ribbons, little sticker on her face of the American flag. And he says, I'm cooking the same thing you cooking. Just so he can get rid of her. But he don't know what he just said to her. He's cooking 4th of July meal as well. And he telling her that because she keep talking, because he don't want to give her no food, because I guess he don't want her to think that he's celebrating the 4th of July. But everybody around is looking at you grilling on the 4th of July. I said, I see you cooking inside all the time. You celebrating the 4th of July. I ain't shut on him. He going nuts. I'm like, all right, man. I just don't want none of it. And don't get my boys none. Now, it was my boys and my 2 nephews. So he go inside, he mad. I go down the street because I'm getting ready for class to come here yesterday, right? I come back down the street to get my boys. My sons don't have plates of food, but my 2 nephews got plates of food. This is how wicked the 4th of July is. It's just divisive. It's just the spirit of war, of conflict. So I tell my nephews, put the plate of food back. Now they children, right? So they don't know. They don't grow up in my house, but they're my nephews. So I'm telling them, put the food back. Okay, we're gonna roll. well, can we eat? Can we eat? Can we take it? I said, put the food back. Y'all see y'all cousins? Tell them you see them tomorrow. Shalom, we out. I walk down the street, right? He come out the house. He yelled on the street, yo! That's a shame, man. You don't want to let kids eat. So I won. Every Sunday at 864 South Ave, what do we do here? Corrupt. We do what? We do what? And who is the majority of people that eat that food? Children. So I walk back down, I go, yo, man, we just rolling. I'm not even trying to be in no conflict with him. He said, I said, yo, man, we just rolling out. He goes, yo, I ain't give Zion and Levy no food. I said, but you gave my nephews food. He said, yeah, because they ain't your sons. I said, but they with me. You understand what I'm saying? So I go, you dividing the children against each other. That's one. And then he said, man, you couldn't just let them take the food down the street. I said, man, we got food. Why not give it to the other children if you're so concerned? That's all up on your porch and following you in the backyard. The little girl, she wants some food. Give it to her. We just don't do it. He, even if he says he doesn't believe in the 4th of July, he is in the full out spirit of Esau. Because and he called me a Pharisee. He calls us Pharisees because we the I.S.U.P.K. We the Pharisees. I said, nigga, you're trying to force me to eat food. Who does that? A Pharisee. Am I right or wrong? When the Pharisee said, you gotta eat the food. And the second thing I said about the children is, and I didn't say this directly to him, but I said it to the children. That's how it starts. You have to teach children integrity and discipline and tell them about boundaries. Because if they take it from him, if a pedophile roll up in a van, I got cake and candy. Oh, I'm not supposed to eat. Don't worry about it. It's fine. This ain't the 4th of July. You feel what I'm saying? Right? Or my sons. No, we don't eat pork. We don't eat pork. That's pepperoni. That's pork. Don't worry about it. It's fine. All the children are eating it today. Zion had a fit in school one day. He flipped out. The school had to call me. And I go, what's the problem? Talking to the teacher, right? Well, yeah, he was really upset in the cafeteria because we had pizza for the day. And right, they didn't tell him that the pepperonis was turkey pepperoni. So they kept trying to give it to him to eat. So he kept saying no. And they kept saying, you can eat it. But they never told him it was turkey pepperoni. They just saying, you can eat it. Go ahead and eat it. So when he kept saying no, and I kept explaining to them, of course he's going to be upset. He's trying to tell you something that he doesn't want to eat. We are the persecuted because we don't celebrate 4th of July. So we're the persecuted. You understand what I'm saying? Your children are sitting there seeing everybody with sprinklers and fireworks and firecrackers, right or wrong. That's persecution, right? The Sodomites had a whole month last month because they feel like they persecuted because they can't be who they are. That's what they say. That's a lie, but you get what I'm saying? I'm going off of what they said. Let's just go with what they said. Damn. So they're saying all we see is heterosexuals in the media, heterosexuals at the park, heterosexuals in the music, heterosexuals on social media, heterosexuals. We want representation. That's what the Sodomites said. God damn, when can we get representation? When can the black man that says, no, I don't want to celebrate the 4th of July, get representation? You understand what I'm saying? especially the black man. Because the black man say something, he's a father. Oh my gosh. Maybe you're a little too loud with the children. Maybe you're doing too much. From y'all in class, let's give you my hand. Yeah, that's my man. All right. Karamyala told his daughter. You bring an Edomite, you marry an Edomite or bring him home, you will never see me again. His own daughter. You know, people say to him, that's your flesh and blood. You should accept that. Love is love, Karam. Karam said, nope. Won't do it. Say that again. Karam said her husband, now she is with a man. Her husband black as the lamppost. Wesley Snipes black. Forrest Whitaker's neck black. What the comedian say? Whoopi Goldberg's gums black. Okay? Yahawashai black. That's gonna be another crayon color. Yahawashai black. Damn right. Give that up for his daughter. Okay? That's because Karamyala said no. What do you think Karamyala said? You know what? That'll be beautiful. Because we can blend the cultures together. We can mix it. That's the only way to fight against racism. Yeah, people say stupid stuff like that. A black woman marrying a white man, that's going to end all racism. You're stupid. You're dumb. Karam said, oh yeah, please bring them home. Huh? I have a nice big glass of sorrow for Karam, make it up. We're going to make some bake. He's from Trinidad. They love that bake. I love it. His sister made me some bake. I can't get it again. I'm angry. I went over there. Remember she made me that bake? Oh my God. It blew my mind. They make the bake and they make all that food. Karam would have laid it out. Oh, the white man coming to save my daughter. Karam would have did that. She would have married the white man. Been being beaten, called nigga every night. It's a lot for my life. Nigga bitch every night. We're in it. Had to keep her in the house because he can't take her to work. Because his boss don't approve of it. Huh? Come on now. Come on now. Right or wrong? But because Karamyala said no, nah, you won't get my love no more. That's it. You offended the Most High and you offended me. He told that to his daughter. And now she with a brother. Are you from the islands too? Okay. From the Bahamas, great. All right. He's a Benjamite too. Okay, that's beautiful. Go ahead, Taiwan.
The one thing that's so sad is about the way that they do the influences of the entertainers. Like, you take somebody like Bernie Mac. You know how Bernie Mac is, and how he talks about talk and anything else. So when you finally see a movie called Guess Who?
How you know I was going to talk about Guess Who? That movie made me so mad. Go ahead.
You got Bernie Mac, you know what I'm saying, who has this representation of
black culture.
Exactly. He's from Chicago. Right. You know what I'm saying? He's
aggressive. He's tall. He's dark skinned. Go ahead. Yeah.
He embodies the culture. And they break him down, you know what I'm saying, to a world where he's like.
He was against it. Yeah, go ahead. He was against it in the movie. He didn't want his daughter. Remember what he was telling people? Oh, he go to Howard University. Yeah, my son-in-law in town. He go to Howard University. Yeah, he's studying for his MD, he's in med school. They're like, what? But yeah, he gonna hook up with me on the court because he's power forward for Howard University. Go ahead.
He finally realized when he see who this cat is that's supposed to be trying to marry his daughter. You know what I'm saying? He's held to the law. You know what I'm saying? He's doing everything to hide it. You know what I'm saying? And push him away, of course. And I believe at the end, you know what I'm saying, he finally gets his blessing, whatever.
You know why? Do you know why?
I don't recall.
You ever seen the movie Guess Who? Okay.
I don't recall.
All right. I think his name was Simon. Ashton Kutcher.
Ashton
Kutcher.
Slide.
I think his name is Simon in the movie.
God, slide.
Okay. And he went ahead. He's poor white trash. Okay. Single home, his mother drive him crazy. She got a mental issue. He got to take care of his mother, all that. So what they try to do is they try to flip it like, you know, this is the upper middle class, the black family. And he's poor from a single mother. He's talking on the phone. And his wife overhears the conversation about the boss don't want him to come around. So Bernie Mac, he starts being inquisitive, asking the white boy, what is it about your boss? Right. Okay. But he still don't really like the white boy. So then he goes to his daughter. The white boy leaves, the wedding is called off. It's Zoe Salanda. You ever seen her before? She's Dominican sister. Gorgeous. Okay? But I think because of roles like this, she loves white men. Horrible. It's horrible to see how much she loves white men, how liberal she is. She's a goddamn hippie. She's a joke. But she's a gorgeous sister. I think she's a Simeonite. So he goes up to her and he says, how come, what is it about his boss really is hateful, but he does a great job at work. But his boss, I said, how you know he's hateful? Because I went to the banquet with him and I can only go that one time. And his boss really was mad. His boss is evil. But I don't know why, because he's just such a great worker. He goes, honey, honey, that boss was racist. You need to go get back with him. I'm going to go get him. Because he was such a good white boy that he stayed with the black girl, even though the boss didn't like it. So the racism changed from him, Bow. The culture changed from Bernie Mac. You feel what I'm saying? The HBCU don't mean nothing anymore. Our heritage, our culture means nothing anymore. Why? Because this white boy really loves my daughter. It's the slave mentality. The only reason you do 4th of July is because Esau tells you to do it. That's right. He was a king. You know. Right.
If I could, you know, and I noticed when you like driving around yesterday and my slavery, I didn't see white people barbecue.
Oh, give Buckaroo the mic. Babu Kushaw.
I didn't see that.
I got so mad at my man, right? A couple years ago. I'm gonna let you say what you said. A couple years ago, my man said, and I got offended until I really listened this year. My man driving, he don't celebrate the 4th of July. Or so he said, right? And he was driving through the hood and he goes, look at these niggas, man. All these fireworks. Look at these niggas, man. I'm moving to the suburbs. He said that 2 years ago, and I was offended. Like, what you mean by that? But this year I got what he was saying. Come on, say what you said.
I could. Even when I was Sunday night, God was Sunday night also.
Check and see if it's on. Right. Yep, that's on.
Yeah, when I was leaving slavery, I was deterred. They had a bunch of cars outside the house, so they have to be celebrating their 4th of July the day before. The next day, slavery, I didn't see none of the cars, and I didn't see none of them barbecue.
But
I
when
saw them sitting in front of their house, they're taking a break.
Right. But when you cut through back to your area,
it's crazy. They had the whole road blocked off.
Yeah.
You know, all the
fireworks in the middle of the street, and the traffic got away.
So we just like somebody tell me happy 4th of July, and I responded, unhappy 4th of July. So they asked me, what did I lie about? I said, they didn't know. They didn't realize that I'm talking about it in 4 July 1776. We were still in slavery.
That's right.
We didn't get so-called free until 1863 when they abolished slavery.
Right.
So we were still in slavery. So that's not our independence.
That's right.
That's it.
The water come up here. The water. We celebrate slavery. I mean, we celebrate, right, slavery. We celebrate the 4th of July more than white people do. We celebrate the 4th of July more than white people. Why are black people crying? I can't stand when black people be crying about oppression and police brutality and the system and equity and shut your ass up. You celebrate the 4th of July. That means you don't care. What are you crying for? How can you go against him if you celebrate him more than he celebrates himself? And if that's not the slave mentality, you put the copyright inside of the title, right? Okay, come on. You've seen this guy before, right?
It's like, yeah.
Talk about man. Seems like white folk ain't never had a right coming up with all kinds of ways. The line is most of them ideas had to do with that may seem like a good
Let me get the other one. Let me get the other scene. I'm gonna get the other scene. I want to get the other scene. I think I want to do this scene, and there we go. That scene. So it's right there. Now, when all people, let me share the screen. Put it on here for y'all too. Right? When our people see the movie Django, who will they say they relate to? Django. What's the sister? Romelda. They say they don't relate to her. Okay. And everybody is saying, nah, I ain't no Steven, man. Steven, woo, I'll never be like him. But black people love something like that. When I say black, I mean blacks, Hispanics, and Native American. All of you are black. You're all niggas. And I'm tired of tribalism. I cannot stand us. We fight against each other so much, man. We won't fight against the white man. You know what I heard yesterday when my relative got mad about that 4th of July? Ooh, wee. Then he opened up. It's what they say, the true colors? His true colors was revealed? Yeah. Oh, man, he said, it's only because of you. I'm only like this because whenever you around, it's the demons on you that make me like this. I go, that's just who you are, nigga. Come on, nigga. He said, I.S.U.P.K raises bitches. I said, why did you say raise? Because you're watching the classes. And them demons inside of you. Man, I pray for y'all. Because y'all following Satan. It's a cult. Y'all pray for y'all. I said, you such a Christian. I said, did you pray for Dylan Storm? Did you pray for Peyton Gentry that shot up Buffalo? He paused. He said, I don't pray for individuals. I pray for organizations. I said, did you pray for white supremacy? I'm not lying. He literally did this. Nigga, I'm not telling you my prayers. So I'm saying, now you're not telling me you're praying. I think you just hate niggas. You just hate black people. You just racist. And everybody that celebrated the 4th of July yesterday was a racist against blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. You're a racist. Because when I see white people waving the American flag, they are racist to me. Right or wrong, Karan? You niggas did the fireworks, 4th of July, American flag. You loved it. And I'm saying niggas because your mentality is a particular set that was created. You people, our people did it. But when Kaepernick took a knee, well, oh my goodness. For the flag, remember? They still talking about it. I was at my job talking openly to my supervisor. He said, but you know what? I don't want to see politics at the football game. Why do I have to see Kaepernick take a knee? I just want to watch football. I said, let me ask this. After the Star Spangled Banner was played, did they play football? They still played, right? Did you still watch it? Well, the numbers went down. That's a lie. That's a lie. People watch football. They still watch the game. You mean to tell me nobody watched the Super Bowl because Kaepernick, he shut down the NFL? That's a damn lie. Go ahead, come on.
If I could, the numbers actually went up.
Thank you.
They wanted to see how many players will take a knee after.
Right, the controversy.
Yeah, they wanted to see how many people, how many so-called Israelites, blacks, Hispanics, or Native Indians, who in the league would go Kaepernick with. So the people who would normally watch football, who just wanted to watch football just to see.
That's right.
So the numbers didn't go down, it went up.
Thank you, Karan.
Yeah. Went up.
That's correct. Just hold it for now, Karan. All right. Until you know. So don't tell me you about pro-black. They was all pro-black last month for Juneteenth. Red, black, and green flags. We was in Buffalo. The red, black, and green was there. The Black Panther Party was there all of a sudden. You get what I'm saying? Oh, the brothers is here. Them old brothers, man, I feel for them. You feel what I'm saying? With the red, black, and green, the black power, black pride. And then you say happy 4th of July. You are this nigga. You this slave. Don't tell me you the revolutionary. You are Stephen and Django.
Hello, Stephen, my boy.
Yeah. Hello, my. Who? This nigga?
Let me run it back. Let me run it back. I don't think they hear me correct. He has been a servant on this plantation before his current master was born. You feel what I'm saying? So he is embedded and engulfed, loves his master. So much that he talked to his master like it's his relative. That's why he said, yeah. Why? Because his previous master, your father, wouldn't go for none of this. You think politicians ain't like politicians are? I just showed you the twerker, right? Why is she twerking? We're gonna talk about that. You know why she's twerking? Because it is approved by the Edomites. This is who you are. The Edomites want you to be like this. The black woman always are up here. Well, we gotta be first in politics now. We the first in this. We the #1 students. We this. We doing so much better. The black man, we gonna leave him behind. She's the senator of Rhode Island, and she's twerking on the beach.
Hello, Steve, my boy. Yeah. Hello, man. Who this nigga on that nag?
Who is this nigga on that nag? A nag is a horse, right? Who is this nigga on this nag? He's never seen a black man on a horse. What scripture is that? No.
Oh, the servants and horses.
Ecclesiastes, right? If you can pull that, go ahead. Right? Because all the kings are walking on the ground, while the servants are now riding horses. So he is upset. So black man in power? Who hates black men in power? Other black men. Black people cannot stand it. I was just talking to Bongo. And we talking about the shootings, and he was just going in. I said, brother, they did Jesus the same way. He said, yeah, we want Barabbas. He started giving me the scriptures. We want Barabbas. We worship no king. Yo, he's doing it. No king but Caesar. They want the Roman. I'm like, damn, Bongo, you might as well just come to class then. But you understand? Black people hate it. When you say to black people, what you said yesterday, he wasn't free. They don't want to hear that. Nigga, you messing it up for me. Let me enjoy my pork ribs and my fireworks. Yeah. Why can't we just be enjoying this, man? Why are you messing it up? Right or wrong, Karam? Karam, how many years you got? That's right. You still go to the meetings, right? I guarantee to this day, people still come up to Karam and go, yeah, brother, but please don't bring that black stuff up in here. Don't bring that Israelite talk in here. Have you?
Nah, I don't bring it up.
Oh, they don't say that to you?
Yeah, I didn't know.
Okay.
They be like,
Did they used to?
they know. I don't bring it up in there, but
Okay.
know. I don't hide it from them.
Okay. But you get what I'm saying. Like when we go to events and stuff, it's, hey brothers, can y'all just keep it down? We just want to have a good time. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah, man. Come on, man.
What's the matter? Why you so lonely? You miss me? Huh? Oh, yes, sir. I miss you like a whole miss flower, like a baby. Miss mammy did. I miss you like I miss a rock in my shoe.
What did he just do? This movie was very detailed with history. Why did Stephen just do all that?
Like he was selected, like the previous master. He was already trained in being under the master.
Right.
No matter what it is, he already trained like this is my position.
And what did he just do though? Remember the scripture says, while we were in captivity, they said to us, give us a song. It was one of them songs. Around them, we got to make them feel comfortable. You see what I'm saying? We got to crack the joke. We got to be the fool. He said, why you so mad? Oh, yeah, I miss you. Like a rock in my shoe. Like the baby in the titty. Oh, boy, I miss you so much. You see that after slavery today? Slavery still exists. After slavery to this day. Am I right or wrong? When we go around them, then all of a sudden you just got to make them comfortable and laugh. It's supposed to be 1860 right here. It's 1850. We still doing this? They all relate. If you celebrated yesterday, you relate to Stephen. You are Stephen. You are Stephen. You won't say to the white man, no, we're not celebrating 4th of July. because we done. We cutting off from you. Like, baby, I know you like fireworks. Kids, I know you like fireworks, but we done. We ain't doing no fireworks, 4th of July. We're going to pick another day. We're going to do something else. 4th of July, I'd rather go to work and get the hours. Right or wrong. Okay, this is a normal day. I'm not cooking on no grill just because I don't want y'all to think that I am. You understand what I'm saying?
Now, I asked you, who this nigga on that name?
It's Snowball. You wanna know my name or the name of my horse? You ask me.
That's who the hell you call him Snowball, Pulse boy?
Why did he call him Snowball?
Act like a white.
Yeah.
Act like a white man.
Yeah. Black people gonna tell you, I don't act white. What you talking about? I don't act white. You sell drugs and use drugs. That's white. You celebrate the 4th of July and Christmas. That's white. Right or wrong? You act white. You white.
You wanna know my name or the name of my horse?
Name.
It's Snowball. You wanna know my name or the name of my horse? You ask me.
That's who the hell you call him Snowball, Pulse boy? I'll snatch your black ass off that nag down here in mud so fast, make your head.
Steven. Let's keep it funny.
They see a militant black man that wants to fight for his people or his family. Woo-wee. He would never say to an Edomite, he would never say to a white man, I snatch you off that horse and slam you on your head. He'll say it to us. Right or wrong, Karam? Don't they say that to us? They say that to us this day. I expect it from the Edomites. But from our own people, they still say that.
I go home, I get my gun.
I'm going to get my gun.
Shoot up the whole camp. But they would never see the Jehovah's Witness or the so-called white Jehovah's Witness out there. I'm telling them, I'm going to shoot up. I'm going to get my gun.
Yeah. Never.
He is a Freeman. Steven. Let's keep it funny. He is a Freeman. That nigga there. Let me at least introduce you to him. Django, this is another cheeky black brother like yourself, Steven. Steven, this here is Django. You two ought to hate each other.
Yeah, just who the hell is this nigga you feel the need to entertain?
Django and his friend in gray here lock the shows are customers. And they all guests, Steven. And you old decrepit bastard ought to show them every hospitality. You understand that?
Yes, sir. Him, I understand, but I don't know why I got to take lip off this
You
nigga.
don't have to know why. Do you understand?
He's a nigga. And he said, I don't know why I got to take lip off this nigga. God damn. This is your black politician. These are your black leaders. These the community leaders. This the church leaders, the church, all that. Even you, because you celebrate the 4th of July. And you know it's wrong. The conscious community. You'll hear these educated, solidified, pro-black Negroes going, well, we gotta celebrate it because we built this country. You built it as the slave, dummy! Do you know how horrible that sounds? We gotta celebrate it because we built this country. That sounds horrible, Karam Yah. That sounds like you enjoyed it. You enjoyed that? When Barack Obama became the president, all I heard was, yeah, we got a black man in the White House. the same White House that was built by slaves. Black slaves built the White House, and now we're the president in the White House. Is that an achievement or a ridicule? Instead of having the 4th of July, wouldn't you want to enslave them? Wouldn't that be like true justice? They whooped my ass and threw me in the basement for 40 years. And then one day, he came on and said, you can have the cake that I eat for celebrating from whooping your ass for 40 years. He gave me that piece of cake. Ooh, it was delicious. And from now on, every day, now that day, every year on that day, I commemorate me getting my ass whooped for 40 years and finally getting a slice of cake. I say that, and everybody would laugh and say, oh, that's crazy. But that is exactly what happened. You need brotherhood. You need somebody to tell you you're wrong. Karam said, I've been saying it all day yesterday. Because at first I heard it from Karam. You lie. You lie. Oh, you don't know? Remember when you first said it? For you lie. I was saying it all day yesterday. Because our people need to be taught that. I can't blame the children. They don't know. You have to be taught what the truth is about the 4th of July. And that you need to sacrifice. You need to fight it in your will. Does anybody believe in God? Come on. I guess nobody believes in God. I guess they don't believe in no integrity, no moral, no nothing greater than themselves. Because all I hear is, well, it's just something I want to do. It make us happy. My family get to come together. They give us a day off. I guess Moses was really strong. Moses had to be strong. To go to Pharaoh and say, just let us get some time in the wilderness so we can just go and worship our God. Because there had to be some Israelites. Our people, blacks and Hispanics. Don't worry about it, Moses. The feast of Pharaoh is coming up. You get what I'm saying? Right or wrong? Pharaoh's birthday coming up, man. You know, that's the time where we're going to get off from building the pyramids. We'll get a day off. Can we just wait till we get that day off?
Yes, sir. I understand. Well, good. Let's spend the night. Go up in the guest bedroom and get too ready. Yes. Let's spend in the guest bedroom and get too ready. He's a slaver. It's different. You got a problem with that? I ain't got no problem with it. You ain't got no problem with running the bed, the sheets, everything else when it's black ass motherfucker. That ain't my problem. They are mine to burn. Now your problem right now is making a good impression. And I want you to start solving that problem right now and get them goddamn rooms ready. Yes, sir. Yes, you can. Go on now.
I can't believe you brought that nigga to stay in the big house. Your dad rolling over in this goddamn grave right now.
Ah, where is my beautiful sister?
Whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. That was something else, wasn't it? Boy, he fighting. Tell a black person not to celebrate the 4th of July. He sounds just like that. You gonna have to burn the bed sheets. He said the bed, the pillowcase, the bed sheets. You gonna let him stay in the big house?
Them motherfuckers ain't here to buy no man dingoes. They wants that girl.
Stevie, what the hell are you talking about?
They playing your ass for a fool, what I'm talking about. They ain't here for no muscle bound Jimmy. They use that good.
What girl? What? Hildy?
Yeah, Hildy. Django. Them niggas know each other.
He just bought Eskimo Joe.
Did he give any money?
No, not yet. But
Then
they
he
know.
ain't bought diddly. Not yet though, huh? But he's just about to buy who he come here to buy when I interrupted him. Thank you, Stephen. You're welcome, Calvin.
Where you getting all this? Why would they go through all that trouble for a nigga with the chewed up back ain't worth $300?
They doing it because that nigga Django's in love with Hildy. She probably his wife. Now, why that German gives a fuck who that uppity son of a bitch is in love with, I'm sure I don't know.
She's who they want. Why this whole snake oil picture about Mandingos in?
You wouldn't pay no never mind no $300. But that 12,000, that means you're real friendly now, didn't it?
Yes, it did. His wife, huh? If it had been a snake, it would have bit it. Oh, lying. Goddamn time wasting sons of bitches. Sons of bitches.
How do you want? So,
Dallas, shalom, brother. Give me the one you was calling before, though. Jeremiah, yeah. Which one you got? You got the, oh, go ahead, yeah, please. You want me to read that one first, and then if you could pass the mic to Officer Godwin. All right, Jerome's going to read that one. You are comfortable in America. He stripped you of your identity. He strips you completely of your identity and tells you you have no culture. So you feel as if the only culture that you can latch on to is his. So you latch on to his culture, even though you find out that his culture is wrong and it's not for you. And what happens when somebody tries to take on another people's culture? Yeah, hold on one second. What happens when somebody tries to take on another people's culture? When we try to be Muslims and Islam, what happens? Like we can see it.
We lose ourselves in the process. We sell our people up.
Give me some actual, give me an actual existence, an actual fact. You're absolutely right. But I used Islam for a reason. And being Muslim. Do we own the corner store? Who owns the corner store? And Muslim. Yeah. And Arab. Ishmael. A Muslim owns that corner store. What happens when you try to be Asian? And Buddha and Kung Fu. Who owns the restaurant? An Asian. What happens when you try to be an Edomite, a white person. He runs everything. He runs the government. You will always remain a slave as long as you want to what? Clothe yourself in the other nations. Who tried to do it first? Adam and Eve. They tried to clothe themselves in the other nations. The painting will have a naked Edomite with a leaf over his rod and Eve with two leaves over her breast. Right or wrong? That's not what that was. Clothing themselves, meaning on taking on the clothes of the other nations. And what happened to them? No more paradise. No more Garden of Eden. No more land of your own. Now you're going to have to live amongst them and work hard and fight and struggle. Everything going to be hard now because it doesn't fit you. It's not yours. It belongs to another nation. Go ahead, come on.
This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 2, verse 33. Why trimmest thou thy way to seek blood? Therefore, hast thou also taught the wicked one.
Hold on, Kuro. Slow it down if you could. Break it down, Kuro. Because you know what word I want you to stop at first. Go ahead.
Why trimmest?
Go ahead, break that down.
You give up your whole culture.
That's right.
Just to be part of or your integrity. To be part of something that don't really want you a part of it anyway.
That's correct.
They don't really want you a part of it. But they want that money. They will make sure that you spend all your money, and all the baked potatoes, all the chicken, all the shrimp, all the crab. You gotta have some crab. Yeah. They make sure everything, they make sure they stop. All the grocery stores will have empty. 4th of July, you have all the hamburgers.
That's right.
Everything gonna be there for you.
But even psychologically, you absolutely right, come on. But even psychologically, if I could have you worship my days and my God, I'll always control you. You will always feel that I'm better. So the 4th of July come around, if I gotta do the fireworks, but you want to do them and you do them better and more, you trimmed off everything. You cut everything to be yourself and separate and do what? Follow the oppressor. So you just follow me. That's why that sister was twerking yesterday. She was doing that for the white man. She was showing ass for the white man. She literally showed her ass for the white man. That's what he wants you to do. So trimming is key, like Karam said, because you are cutting. You understand? First it comes with cutting your hair, changing your hairstyle, changing the way you wear. You cut your clothes up to do what? Make a different type of garment. Right, Karam? Karam was a tailor, come from a family of that tailors, right? Okay, you take a cloth, you got this idea for the cloth, you can wear it as a garment, as a priestly robe. Or you can do what? You can take it and say, it's too much, it's a little too offensive. You can cut it here, cut it there, put these buttons on it this way. Right. Do what? Say it again.
Put some holes. So you put some holes in it so you can see a little bit more.
Thank you. Now you can put the holes in it. Oh, I'm gonna just take this. I'll put this as a tie. You know what I'm saying? What used to be the fringes or the war belt, now you can put it as a tie. You understand what I'm saying? Now you put it as this. Why? You want to trim it to be like the other nations. Go ahead, I'm Salaki, and you can keep breaking it down. I'm done.
Jeremiah chapter 2, verse 32. Why trimmest thou thy way? Meaning this is always you have to be trimmed. To seek blood. You see who's love? You see God, the people that oppress us.
That's right.
You know, no matter what we do, they still need more. No matter how hard we work, no matter how humble we actually be on the job, we fight against our own people on the job. It's still is not enough for the oppressed. But we seem trimming our ways.
That's right.
To seek what? To seek love. The true love of the scripture is keeping the commandments. That's true love.
That's right.
Absolutely. You will still look at you and you are saying that you could never be above me. You could never be equal with me, no matter how much you trim.
That's right.
And this is a question, because there's a question of why trim is thy love to seek? Why trim is thy ways to seek love? Therefore thou hast taught also.
Why do you think the Most High asked that question?
If I could, he gave us laws, statutes, and commandments. And say if you practice it, you will be above all nations. So you don't have to trim your way. I already give you a set of ways for you to live by.
Yeah.
These are laws, statutes, and commandments.
He already loves us.
Yeah.
What you need their love for?
Yeah.
Most High is asking that question because he's like, I love you.
Yeah.
I give you everything you want. You ever see that the girl in school, in high school? Right? She's very insecure. Okay? Yeah. She has a low self-esteem. She doesn't like her image. Okay? So she's in the high school, and the boy that would be nice for her to go to the prom or the date. Okay? He has everything that she could want. He'll compliment her. Right? He'll be nice to her. He'll help her self-esteem and her image. He can love her. But who does she like? When she come into the school and she go into the bathroom and then she put the lipstick on. Right? She pulled that shirt out of her book bag and changed her shirt because her mother didn't let her out the house with that one shirt. So she put the whole shirt on. Now she got the whole shirt on. Right? So she pulled her hair back in a particular way. Whose face is she in? That's right. All of them don't want her. But she will give up that body. She will give up her body for all of them. And the Most High is saying, why are you like that? When you got all this love over here. Our people are like that. We want the white man to love us. Oh, man. There it is, but I know it's going to be difficult for me to find. Some brother on Stephen Colbert yesterday, or 2 days ago, or last week, recently. And Stephen Colbert was talking to him about critical race theory. So like, yeah, I should have remembered the brother's name. But Stephen Colbert yesterday, or the other day, I saw the video. Had this brother on. I think he was like a professor or a politician, very articulate. And Stephen Colbert, he said, if you teach CRT, the problem is white people will feel, white parents would feel that their children, white children, will be looked at in a negative way. And they have to feel bad to hear about all this history. So the brother says to him in response, what I would do is I would go into the school and I would teach them about the white abolitionists and teach them about how to be abolitionists and allies for the black people. Why is he wrong for saying that? Why is the brother wrong for saying that?
The guy, Israelite.
Yeah.
He's an Israelite saying he's going to teach all of you.
He's going to teach the white children how to be white abolitionists or to relate to the white abolitionists during slavery.
They're not going to be receptive to that anyway. Because bottom line, you're teaching them something that they're not going to give up.
Right?
They ain't giving up their position. And you can't make them, and there's no way you can make them see that. Because biblically, we know that the Lord made them that particular way. And you can't change it. So he's wrong because he does not have the knowledge that we have in the Israelites.
That's correct. Yeah. Yeah.
Does not have that knowledge.
That's correct.
There's no way you can change him.
Yeah.
No way. No matter how much you try to teach him, he or she would never change.
You can't make that which is crooked straight. Yeah. Got you. All right. Did you have your hand on?
So there's a part in which I'll be careful what I say it, but self-preservation that's always going to trump everything else too. So for a white person, he might say the Caucasian team, you know, oh yeah, we're gonna help you out. You know, we're gonna come to you, and you still gotta maintain, you know, their status, their hierarchy and stuff. That's gonna kick in no matter what.
Yeah.
Because they're gonna start to get whatever person is in the video slow, and it's like, nah, I can't give them everything I have, even though they took everything that we had. There's no way that they would truly, you know, saying, be able to, you know, just walk away, you know, saying, from who they are. There's no way for them just to do that, of course. Yes. Even right now, it's like if I could. Like I was talking to the sister, of course, and I was talking about how everybody else goes out and gets justice. 101 years old, and he's going to jail for 5 years. A German.
A Nazi.
Right. 5 years. 101 years old. The Jewish man goes out and get his. Why the hell can't we go get ours?
But they're going to respond to that and say, well, Falwell, we want to teach them as children, so that way they can understand that we can have our part in justice.
Right. Before you even get into that, the response I got was, can we just kill it or cool it? You know what I'm saying? With the brother man, you know, talk for one day. God damn.
Yeah.
I'm supposed to just lay down, you know, my love for my brothers and sisters for one. Let me stop caring about my son for one day. Let me stop caring about my wife for one day. Let me stop caring about, you know what I'm saying, all the brothers and sisters who are here suffering, you know what I'm saying, in the gun for one day. Let me stop doing that.
The brother just got shot up, right?
Yeah.
In Akron, Ohio?
60 shots.
They shot at him 90 times and 60 bullets landed in that brother. There are 60 bullets in that brother. A 25-year-old, I think his name is Jake something. That's a lot. But we always talk about race. And like you said, they get offended. Can we stop the race talk? Everything ain't about race. The race talk? Well, critical race theory is about race. And this is why the brother is wrong. Both of you brothers are correct. Because for you to go teach white children, you are trimming your way. It's not my responsibility. It's not my duty to teach white children how to be human. God damn, we got to teach them how to be human. That right there finishes the argument. I have to teach your children how to be human. No, I don't want to do that. We shouldn't want to do that. We should only focus on teaching our children because I'm taking time away. That brother was intelligent and articulate. How about we just teach our own children? And you teach your own filthy, goddamn stinking bastards of children. You teach them. Jalen Walker. Thank you, brother. Thank you, brother. Shut the brother up. I need to teach my sons about him. Right? I need to teach my sons about these cops murdering us. Why the hell am I teaching white children about slavery times? Who the hell cares about them? Like you both brothers just explained. They're not going to change. Obviously, you can change, black man, because you don't even have your identity and you celebrate the 4th of July. Little white boys and little white girls, can we tell you a story about Kunta Kinte today? That's wasting your time. And in fact, you are going in accordance to the scripture. You're trimming your ways. Why are you teaching them children? But to seek love. You want to seek love. This brother was a Harvard professor, intelligent. He got a documentary on Netflix right now. It's in the top 10 most viewed shows on Netflix. I forget the title. And I watched 5 minutes of it. I was about to throw up. I said, I gotta turn this off. He's in South Carolina in front of the State House talking to a hillbilly redneck, Ku Klux Klan, holding the Confederate flag up. And he's talking to him, telling him the history of the Confederate flag. And the Edomites going, yep, yeah, I agree. Yep, you're right. And then he goes, but this doesn't mean racism. This is part of my culture. He just agreed with the black man saying all this about the truth. Couldn't deny it. And he says, this is my culture. And the brother goes, you're just not getting it. You just won't listen. Why aren't you listening? And he turns around and he's frustrated. He goes, I'm going to have to go back to the hotel. I'm like, brother, why is you mad? Stop teaching them. And you're not pro-black because you want to be them. Is there more to that, Kwame, or was that it? Okay. Go ahead, Tyrone.
Ecclesiastes chapter 10, verse 7. I have seen servants upon the horses and princes walking as servants upon the earth.
That's correct. That's that nigga on that nine. And who is going to return with glory and majesty? Y'all was shy, am I right? And what is everybody going to say? Who is that nigga on that nag? That ain't Jesus. One sister got the flyer in Buffalo. She said, "Ooh, why you got Jesus looking like this?" I said, "Sister, the scripture is right here. Let me show it to you. The scripture says, Revelation chapter 1, verse Jesus is black." She said, "Oh yeah, I knew that." So I said, "Why you say Jesus is black?" She goes, "Yeah, I knew. I don't want this flyer." You become comfortable being the slave. You get your crumbs, you get your drugs, you get your body. You can't imagine a world outside of the white man. Black people can't imagine a world outside of the white man. Because as soon as we say that, what do black people usually say? Niggas just gonna kill niggas. What's the Rasta? You come by here sometime? Little short, little Rasta man. He said, but the black man you gotta worry about. You gotta kill him too. I'll be like, God damn. Niggas just gonna mess it up anyway. You just automatically think that. Because you can't picture yourself with a world without white people. So you will continue to walk on the ground and be the servant. Please, please. I'm all for it.
Reinforcing all these
If I want, can you look up Jalen Walker? That's the brother that got shot. And just bring that out for the class. Go ahead, Kuram. I didn't mean to cut you off.
This is the book of Psalm, chapter 58, verse 3. The wicked are estranged from the womb. They go astray as soon as they be born, speaking lies. Their poison is like the poison of a serpent. They are like the deaf adder that stoppeth her hair.
Please break it down, Kuram.
Like you're saying, sir, like trying to teach critical race theory to the white man. He born like that. When I try to show people like that, you can't change him. That's how he is. And the scripture saying here that he stopped his hair like a snake. He don't hear nothing you say. He will still bite. And you don't question, why you treat me this way?
Yes.
Because he was born like that. You don't know he was born like that. He was born like that. He was estranged from the womb.
Yes.
And they say, go astray as soon as you be born.
That's right.
So no matter what you do or what you say to him, if you don't have this knowledge or you don't go up in the Israelite school or you don't have practical knowledge, he's going to bite.
That's right.
Because he not going to hear anything.
That's right.
That's it.
The water. That was heavy. He said the deaf adder. A poisonous snake that is deaf. That snake don't hear you. You said, please, snake, stop. Please, snake. The spirit of war is just everywhere now. The white boy shot up his own 4th of July on his own people. The spirit of war is on this place. You better hold fast with your brothers and lock it in. You better see what the Most High calling you to do and take it and embrace it. This thing is real. And you're going to say what? Please, Mr. Snake, please don't bite me. Please, Mr. Snake. Oh, the snake that got in the house. Ooh. Maybe it'll listen. Shoot. You pass the mic to that one. He's going to bring out the story about the brother now. This atrocity. I think that was his name. Is that right?
No.
Okay. Akron, Ohio.
No, that's why I was to get up the second part. Because they stated that they were going to release video footage Sunday. Articles.
Yeah, just give me one, just so that everybody can know what's going on.
Yeah. So this is NBC News. Ohio police officers shoot fleeing black man dozens of times, lawyer says. Body cam footage to be released in Akron, Ohio, police shooting of a 25-year-old black man.
But we speak about race. We speak about race, come on.
Yeah.
So did you write that down? NBC. So you must got a contract with NBC. You must send in letters to NBC to say, make sure you say black. NBC is about race. NBC talks about race. They didn't just say Akron citizen, Ohioan, 25-year-old young man. They said black man. Go ahead, Pablo.
So like if I could real quick, and this is something that came up, and I've been trying to hold it just right. And I got to do a little bit of digging. There was 3 police officers, if I'm correct, that were shot. I think they were shot and killed in the same time period. They mentioned that, I believe that they stated that officers were shot by a black black man shoot police officer. Right after that, this occurred. This occurred like, I mean, probably like hours later.
Oh, so this is a different incident that happened.
I'm not sure if they're connected at all, but I know that as I was reading my news feed and I'm looking, it mentioned how 3 police officers were being shot and killed by a black man, and then right after that, maybe less than 6 hours later, I get the news feed for this right here.
Okay.
Same thing. So something, you know, that's kind of.
I haven't heard that connection though.
Right. No, I just thought.
Days, yeah.
Yeah, I just thought it was something that kind of stood out the way that they made the black man shoot police officer. And then right after they made that title, this article comes popping up.
Yeah.
So
as if it will give it some justification.
no, not necessarily that I would give it justification, but it's just kind of like
It's psychologically in your mind.
if they were trying to push something about that first incident that occurred, where you know white people are suffering at the hands of black men, because it said that a black man shot a white officer or white man, whatever. They put that specifically in the title. And then of course, hours later, another news, maybe from a different place,
Right.
comes out. This is the real issue.
Right.
I try to pull sympathy, you know what I'm saying, with some Salakas. Police killed this is July 2nd, 2022, 3:51 p.m. By Reuters. Police killed Jan Walker, a black man in Ohio, by shooting him dozens of times as he ran from officers. A lawyer for his family said, citing a review of police footage due to be made public on Sunday, a few days ago. In comments published on Saturday by the Akron Beacon Journal, attorney Bobby DeCilio described the video as brutal. They said Walker's relatives worried protests this weekend could turn violent. The shooting was the latest in a string of killings of black men by police in the United States that critics say are unjustified, including the 2020 murder of George Floyd in Minneapolis, which ignited global protests against police brutality. We're all bracing for the community response, and the one message that we have is the family does not need any more violence, the city will say. And it goes, protesters blocked traffic to the Stobbs Justice Center during a protest of the police shooting death of Jalen Walker in Akron, Ohio.
Jalen Walker, right?
Okay.
Okay. Akron, Ohio, right? Look at this out. This was at nighttime yesterday. Oh no, this is an old video. It's not. This is an old video. It's not. I won't even do that. Because that's an old video. But what I want to know, and you brothers correct me if I'm wrong, I got 2 officers in the class. What I would like to know, did black people in Ohio yesterday, after this brother was murdered on Saturday, did black people celebrate the 4th of July?
Definitely.
That's disgusting. That's disgusting. We couldn't say, nah, we're not doing 4th of July in memory of Jay Walker. Nah, we're not going to do the 4th of July. Everybody cancel the 4th of July for what they did to our brother. Nobody could have said that? Nobody could have said yesterday, we're not having the 4th of July because Jalen Walker was murdered, shot riddled with 60 bullets, shot at 90 times as he fled from them. He was running for them. What they going to say? We feared for our life. It was just a shooting, like Gotham said. It was just a shooting at the police. Now they found a gun in the car, if it's true or not. But anyway, if the gun's in the car and the man is running from the car, you should have shot up the car then, because the car would have shot you. Right? The gun's in the car. What is so much more disgusting than our enemy being inhumane and disgusting? He's disgusting. What's more sad is we don't cancel the 4th of July for this brother. We could have at least did it for him. Am I right? Can we say, no, we going to stop the 4th of July this year for what they did to Jalen? Let me see what this news says. Because it says Akron cancels. RIP. I don't know what that means. Red. White. Oh, I guess that meant to say red, white, and blue. For 4th of July after deadly shooting. Let's see who canceled it. And I wonder if white people still had the sparkles, and the fireworks in the middle of the street in the hood.
On January 18th, 1989.
Salaki.
We need to understand why a traffic violation, equipment violation turned into a car chase. Why a traffic equipment violation turned into a loss of a life.
This morning, emotional reaction to the death of a man by Akron police officers, many looking for answers from police as the investigation into the death of 25-year-old Jalen Walker continues.
Police fired more than 90 shots, hitting Walker over 60 times. Some of the last as Walker was laying on the ground. The 8 officers involved in the shooting are now on paid leave.
Police tell us they heard gunshots coming from Walker's vehicle and...
Did she say on paid leave? They on a paid vacation?
A gun and shell casings were found in his car, but they also say Walker did not have a gun when he was shot and killed. So this morning, the city of Akron is bracing.
That sister looked like she's crying. The reporter?
For protests who come into the 4th of July weekend, many events have now been canceled.
Austin Love is live for us this morning in downtown Akron with more on this tragic story. Austin, good morning.
Yeah, hey, good morning to you both. Live here in Akron, where they're taking no chances right now, already preparing for potential unrest. You can take a look right over here to the right that they do have this road closed sign over here, and then taking it a little bit farther, you can see that they have set up snow plows, barricading the areas around the Akron Police Department in this area. It's at the corner of Bowery and High Street, making sure that they have these streets blocked up at this time. But this is in the wake of that shooting death, which we've been talking about, of Jalen Walker, and it comes on a holiday weekend, a very big holiday weekend here in the city of Akron, where concerns that the shooting might spark a larger unrest led to the cancellation of the city's Red, White, and Blue Festival, a 4th of July celebration that was set.
Red, white, and blue. Like they cook ribs.
Yeah.
Hey. They got a rib festival for July 4th. But the only reason they canceled it is because they felt protesters would get near the police station.
Yeah.
That's why they canceled. So they protected themselves. Yeah. But I wonder, did we cancel 4th of July as Black people?
was set to begin later on today. That has now been canceled as small protesters took place here yesterday. The mayor of Akron put out this statement about the cancellation, saying Independence Day is meant to be a celebration and a time of gathering with friends and family. Unfortunately, I feel strongly that this is not the time for a city-led celebration. Now, Walker's name was not directly mentioned in the mayor's statement that he put out, but the city is reimbursing vendors as they were set to be down here later on, and also at Lock 3 as well, where the event was now.
They reimbursing the vendors, though.
Like vendor.
Is sitting empty currently at this time, but we'll of course keep you updated on all of this. But as a traffic note, if you're planning on
Not giving the money to the family.
coming down here later on today, a lot of roads are now blocked off of this barricade and potential unrest here in the city of Akron. Dave.
Okay, Austin, thank you. We'll see you later with more this morning. And as Akron police released few answers, a family is grieving over the shooting of Jalen Walker. His mother and sister spoke exclusively to 3 News about the loss of a son and a brother.
Why did this happen in such a manner? Such a terrible, terrible way. I'm sick as a mother that it came to that.
Hear more from Walker's family. That is coming up at 5:30.
But Dave, right now, we are learning more about Jalen Walker. He was his mother's only son, and she says if police got a chance to talk to him for 5 minutes, things never would have ended that way. Walker was a Brookville High grad who lost his high school sweetheart in a car crash just a month ago. He aspired to someday run his own company and was a delivery driver who loved to travel. His family tells us a speeding ticket was his only previous encounter with police.
Hey, it's Adam from StreamYard.
60 bullets. But I can't say the white man is the devil that the Bible speaks of.
Likewise, how much was he out of? He got 41 shots.
Sean Bell got 60, I think. Something similar. Yeah. Sean Bell sitting in that car. And it was something in Cleveland, Ohio, where a brother and a sister was sitting in the car. Remember? And the cops were shooting the car. And the cop ran up on the car and kept emptying until he emptied out his clip. That's that. Thank you, Kuran boys. Give him a hand. That's right. That's right. That's that poison of the deaf adder. Not going to listen. But what's so sad is we didn't cancel the 4th of July yesterday for this brother. That's sad. That's horrible. We didn't say, yo, we done. We're going to separate. That's why the Most High says separate. Because nothing good comes on when we integrate. Nothing good happens. For that, I pass the class over to priest and officer. Bow one more. Wrap it up. Yeah, I got it. SHALAM.
I.S.U.P. Security announcement. We're at I.S.U.P. started on 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, underneath the leadership of Commander Junior YAHANNA. Root for new brother and sister. When a new brother and sister comes to the school, they're off with this for 6 months. They're the student only. They're here to share themselves with the world. They need transportation and teacher arrangement. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There's another 6 months in which the brother and sister will court each other. After this 6 months period, the brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is a commandment. Numbers chapter 18, verse 21. Malachi chapter 3, verse 8 through 10 means tenth in Hebrew. My ISUPK, 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you the treasury property or teacher. Priest fund, free offer for priests, not mandatory. Whatsoever amount you would like. Upcoming holy convocations, the Midwest Fire Weekend. Check it out. Midwest Fire Weekend, that's going to be the 21st through the 24th. All right, make sure that you reach out, make arrangements so that you can be there, of course. Check the bulletin board in the back. If anyone wants to be a trooper in school, start wearing our black boot, shirt, pants, headband, and scarf. With that, I'm courtesy salute to the men of Israel. Imagine, Shabbat, Imagine, Barak, Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh. There's a Matah, hands down. Saul, one courtesy salute to the sisters. Israel, Imagine, Shabbat, Imagine, Barak, Yahweh Shema, Hashem, Yahweh. There's Matah, hands down. Class dismissed.